Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's game featuring Team Nautilus and F6. We are not featuring F6 right now. We're still waiting on them to show up. In the meantime, it is I, no other, Raven, casting again for tonight, and I am joined by none other than my friend Jupiter.
Hello.
We will be your hosts for tonight's Rumble, little Monday Night Madness. So I gotta ask you, Jupiter, what are your expectations for tonight? Who do you think is gonna take home the trophy tonight? Do you think it's gonna be F6 or will it be Nautilus in this redemption round? Winner obviously moves on, loser goes home, unfortunately. So, like I said, what are your expectations for this game?
I mean, both teams, they lost really bad. They didn't perform how they wanted to in the first game, so I think they're like, all right, well, we need to really buckle down and play our hardest. So, between the two, well, F6 been around longer, so I'd like to see F6 go, but I haven't seen much of Nautilus, so maybe, but I'm gonna stick to F6.
Alrighty, I respect that decision, but honestly, I gotta go with Nautilus here. I mean, they do have the defense, and this is on Coastline. Coastline really, depending on how you play it, it could either be attacker or defensive bias. So I'm really excited to see how both teams are gonna go at it. But I think Nautilus will take home the trophy, but it will not be an easy grind. They're gonna have to fight their way round for round for round to really secure the victory. If you're asking me.
Oh yeah, just like you said, it's who jumps the gun first, basically. Who gets the momentum.
Right, could not agree with you more on that one. So, what are you thinking ban-wise here? How do you think these guys are really gonna throw out maybe some? Do you think Nautilus might be a really roam defensive base team and they might get rid of, let's say, Jackal or Lion? Or do you think they'll maybe get rid of a hard breach here? What do you think is gonna go on? What is Nautilus planning? And what about F6? How do you think they'll react and respond with their bans?
Nautilus, I'd say, would definitely probably ban a Jackal due to the fact they have defense first, so they can run around the whole map and not be worried. A Lion ban, maybe just have a Vigil on a roam, and then he just blocks the whole Lion effect. And but with F6, maybe Jackal being banned from, and then they can't play Jackal. I don't know how they would react. I mean, obviously they can just use the drones better. I mean, it's the only real thing you can do because nobody else has that ability like Jackal does.
Right, right, that is true. Performance-wise, what are you thinking here? We did see that Aqua did really well in his last game against.
Don't quote
That's
me,
where
but
you're
I
supposed to
believe it
tune in.
was Index. This is where you're supposed to tune in. But yeah, I believe it was against Index. But Index did take the victory in that one. But Nautilus still put up a decent performance. So we'll see. I think
Right,
Aqua's
right.
gonna hold his own.
Couldn't really disagree with you more on that one. We are just waiting on one more F6 player, and we will get this Monday Night Madness on the road. I'm really excited to see how F6 plans on taking on Nautilus tonight. I mean, we do see Damage and Skies over there kind of
Oh
hanging out
yeah.
patiently. Thank you, everyone, by the way, for your patience. We're obviously underway with this one.
Probably another
So,
invite glitch.
most likely. Jupiter, how do you feel personally about Coastline? What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, honestly, I love that map. It's a really good map. It's not really stuck to, oh god, these guys are on defense. They're gonna sweep us until we switch. It's more of whoever's gonna jump that gun first. And So, you always go into it with a fighting chance where, maybe border, if you're a passive team and you're not really aggressive, it can be more defender-sided.
Right, you do raise a bunch of fair points there. I personally do enjoy playing on Coastline, and really, I feel like it's a little bit overpicked, but then again, if it's your favorite map, why not pick it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Also, guys, make sure you put predictions down in the chat because this is a win it all or go home game. So we'd love to see those predictions that you have.
And Rain finally joining us, so this game is hopefully about to be underway. Waiting on confirmations for both teams, and then we will begin. Alright. Really excited. Like I said before, I'm really excited to see both of these teams just go at it in this redemption game. And honestly, I'm a little nervous here. I think one team might come out to a hot start and then just lose momentum, but then, I mean, like I said, it could just be one round F6, one round Nautilus, just back to back to back. I'm really excited to get this game underway.
I really want to see the defenders take like a 6-0 and then see the attackers just bring it back once they switch. I'd love to see a comeback like an 0-5 or an 0-6. I'd love to see something like that.
That would be pretty epic to have, especially on stream, wouldn't it? And
Oh
in a
yeah,
redemption game. I mean, come on. Talk about wanting to win it all. Talk about giving it all, you know?
exactly.
Well, I mean, both teams are here, so I will check with both of them just to make sure that we are ready to go before...
Ooh, looks like everyone in the chat saying F6, 7-2, 7-4, 7-3. So it looks like we got a lot of X6 fans out there, which, I mean, it's normal. F6 has been around for quite a while.
Alrighty, well, I just got word from Damage that they cannot ready up, unfortunately, so... I mean, I see 3 is on each side, 3 is more than 2, so here we go!
Oh, wait!
Oh, wait for it, and the suspense.
Yes!
Alrighty, Nautilus is ready,
ready,
ladies and gentlemen. Let the show begin. Alrighty, here we go. Coastline, F6, takes on Nautilus.
Predictions on bans, what do you think?
Well, if you have to ask me, I could maybe see a Thatcher going here.
I say Jackal, maybe. Yep.
Speak of the devil.
I wouldn't really ban a hard breacher here. It's not really necessary to bring a hard breacher, so you're just wasting a ban. So maybe like you said earlier, maybe a lion ban would be good, but then you could run with Vigil. Maybe a Thatcher ban.
Right, well, I mean, a hard breach, really, especially Thermite, is a very viable operator, and, I mean, so is Jackal for that counter roam deal. And Monty will go. That is an interesting ban.
I'm thinking...
I can't really blame them,
voice
though.
crack. Maybe a Pulse ban. Pulse and Mira.
You think Pulse and Mira are gonna go? I can see Mira and Echo going here.
Pulse is really strong on this map with how many floors are soft, because you got Hookah that's soft, you've got Billers that's soft. Yep. Thank you.
Look at you, my friend. You are 2 for 2 on your bans. Alrighty. Can you make it 3 for 3? Who do you think's going now?
I mean, I'd say Mira, but you can buck under Mira or Echo. I'm going with Mira.
I'll say Echo.
Oh.
And look at that. The Yokai drones will be taken out of play. And I mean, we both know how annoying Echo can be. Last, what, 10 seconds left? Getting the plant down? All it takes is one Yokai drone. And that'll really ruin the game for you.
And that really, ruins your, team mood. Because, you're pushing into sight. You kill basically everyone in sight. And then, there's Echo far away from sight. You're planting. Bam. You lost the round. That just really sucks.
And we are going to see an Ash and IQ from both Rain and Skies. And it looks like this is going to be a Penthouse Theater hold. I'm curious to see how well Aqua's going to do with that Vigil. Granted, they do have the IQ, and I mean, Buck, as we know, can be a very hard operator to counter.
Oh yeah, very.
The Valkyrie will be taken into play, as we saw. However, they do have that IQ, so that'll make things a little difficult on her job if IQ is really on the hunt for those black eye cameras. And as we know, I mean, another camera in the game, and Skies is gone. That might just be a rehost. That is unfortunate to see. I really hope we're going to be doing a rehost here, so that way we have a fair 5v5, but either way, I have confidence that F6 will take this round.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that once the round starts, you have to play out that round. But what do you think about the Monty ban? Would you rather ban a Monty or a Blitz?
Honestly, with Blitz's nerf, I don't really see him a whole lot regardless, and Monty, he can lead a push no problem, and I mean the turtle plant really from either operator. It's just very viable, plus the smoke. Honestly, I think Monty is a little bit more viable, and I can understand him going. Most teams, you know, they won't really bring that Blitz into play unless, I mean, they're really feeling themselves, and Rem will barely miss that mute jammer. I know the feeling, my friend. Oh, but Ash will get it out for him. Talk about teamwork. Looks like Thermite Damage is going to try and make his way into VIP. Clever little girl. Checking in on, oh my, 6 and Aqua. Really just a standard 2-roamer system here. See what the Ash has made her way to the rooftops. Meanwhile, Twitch is going to be, I would have to guess she's going to support the Thermite, the main plan. What do you think here?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because if there's anything, you know, like you see the mute on the board, Twitch can go in and hopefully get that mute jammer.
Which she most likely will. Valkyrie is just maintaining the roams, the eyes in the sky. Meanwhile, Nautilus holding down that kitchen, no problem. Switching over to Aqua, see how he's doing. Nothing really, no real action, and we are already at a minute 40 into the round. Looks like they've already made their way into VIP, making their presence known. The hole has been made, and Damage is going to take some shots. Meanwhile, Aqua's going to get a little run out on Neuro, and rest in peace, my friend. Slick little play by him. See how they plan on responding. Now with 3v5 with a minute 15 on the clock. Valkyrie. Oh, the plant is going down. Let's see what we have going on here. Meanwhile, 6 takes down Rain. Plant stopped. Oh, things are getting a little dicey. Damage will take down Aqua. Rest in peace to the Vigil. Meanwhile, Rem will take down Prophet. Nice shoot by both of them, making things a little more into their favor. And Damage is going to get another one on loading. What a shot on his part. Oh boy. I don't know how you feel about this one, Jupiter, but oh, what have we here going on with Damage?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Valk doesn't even have a C4.
Twitch is on her way over, and she's going to get into a gunfight with Naut. Takes 6 down, and she's going to get into a quick little gunfight, but just get out of there. Plant is going down, and it is making things a very tight situation right now for Repeak in a 2v1 situation with the plant down. Both operators still alive, and you know they're going to hold it down, no problem. Rem will take down Repeak, and the first round will go to F6. Boy, Rem and Damage really turned that situation around from a 2v4 into the victory. Really exciting to see, and Skies looks like is still gone, unfortunately. And Nurox, and there is the rehost, ladies and gentlemen.
I was kind of confused. They weren't leaving. I was like, no rehost?
Well, looks like we got it, my friend. Looks like we got it.
Oh yeah, it was a nice play by that Vigil. You know, getting the really classic run out, which, in my opinion, should have been Claymore. But the Thermite opted to bring the flashbangs instead, and I believe Twitch placed their claymore either at the main door or the service entrance run out, so that was just unfortunate for Ash, I believe. But Thermite and Twitch really held it down for him.
That they did, and that was a really good play. Coming into that round, they did have the disadvantage with the 4v5. However, they just brought it back. Those two played it really perfectly.
Oh yeah, that was really good on their part, especially stopping the plant even though he was literally there. He got away from the C4 and everything.
That he did. I mean, really, both teams played it out, but, I mean, bringing that in, honestly, I mean, that was just quite the clutch.
It was pulsing it.
Really, props to F6. Thank you for that one.
Yeah. Second. And then blue wins, yep.
Alrighty, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Settings should be all set, and now we are just going to wait on both teams to rejoin. I gotta be honest with you here, Jupiter. Twitch is without a doubt one of my most favorite characters, but with that F2 rework, I'll be honest, I've been liking her a lot more with the reflex than I have been in ACOG, and I've used that ACOG for the longest of times. How do you feel about that F2 nerf? Did you... Well, I wouldn't really call it a nerf, it was more of a... They just changed the spread pattern, didn't they?
I believe it was just the spread pattern that was just changed, but I've always used the holographic for Twitch. I've used reflex a few times, but I think I really prefer the holographic with Twitch.
Right, I can't blame you. I just prefer the smaller sight now. It's just a little bit easier to control, and really, we saw Rem play that perfectly. I couldn't really argue that statement. I mean, him and Damage, really, I'm just caught on how well both of them played that round, and now both teams are back, so we will continue where we left off, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright,
Thank
so
you for your patience.
Alright, so with Twitch, or Monty, do you take... Oh, I don't remember the gun name. Do you take the standard pistol, which holds more bullets, but it's not as heavy hitting as the revolver? Or do you take the revolver where you only need to hit like 2 shots and you're guaranteed the kill if you hit those 2? But you have a smaller 6 bullets, I think? Which one do you take?
Well, if you want me to be honest, I haven't really been biased. I've used them both, but lately I've gotten Black Ice for the P9, so really I've just been running it a lot more. But before I used to feel like a cowboy, and I just rep that 6-shooter, no problem. I will admit, I did miss some shots. I mean, we all get antsy. We all just fire 6 bullets downrange and get into a panic, I know. But, I mean, just with that revolver, it's always a satisfactory once you take them down. And meanwhile, back to the game. They're bringing the Mira for this kitchen hold. Can't really blame them. Let's see how Aqua plans on holding. It looks like he's going to be holding down Sunrise. That's an interesting play.
So I do have projection against that Mira. 1, they get the hatch above. 2, they break the floor above you, and then they can just get in there and control those. Looks like she's doing both mirrors in there. I don't know, I think that's just a waste of utility instead of, maybe bringing a mute for that castle or a dock, maybe, to help your team out, or a smoke. I just feel like that would be more beneficial. Sure, you don't have the C4, but you have 2 impacts, 3 smoke grenades.
Well, oh, she's running iron sights. That man is really out for danger. If you gotta ask me, I believe you are right. Really, not reinforcing that hatch, she puts herself in a dangerous situation, and I'm curious to see how this will work out, but maybe Nautilus will end up pulling it off. I mean, they have Prophet and Meister putting a turret down in there, so really they might just be defending this area to buy time for the defenders, maybe really put the attackers in a pinch. And right now we're going to see Rain and Maestro take some shots at each other, and Rain is going to take down Repeak with a fancy little angle.
That was a
Meanwhile,
nice
Thermite
angle
and
indeed through
IQ
the
made
bomb.
their way. Right, I could not disagree more, and it looks like Thermite and IQ find themselves in the situation we were just talking about. And Sophia is going to really kick things off somewhat. Let's see how they plan on playing this. Bucket is above as we see. Neurox is going to really make some commotion, and he's going to get taken down by 6. Meanwhile, Skies takes down Prophet from the wall bang, and Thermite is going to open up in there, flushing out defenders. A little bit in there, Mira is downed, and 6 is going to take some shots at, I believe that was Zofia, and it was. Rain and 6 are going to be going at it.
Did he just down that Mira with thermite charge?
I cannot confirm, but Skies will end up picking up the kill, and Damage is going to take down Loading. Quite the shot, making 6 the only one left, and he is not in sight. They're going to get the plant down. He's going to exchange some shots with the Twitch. Meanwhile, Rain is going to sneak his way over there and take him down. What a play by F6, really taking control. That right there, my friend, is something you love to see. Here are your standings after the rehost. I mean, Damage and Rain picking up where they left off. Skies, welcome back, my friend. 2-0.
It was really unfortunate for the Buck because, you know, they don't have the wall hacks that we have. So we saw the Jaeger coming, and it's just like the suspense, like, oh, is he going to notice?
Yep. You know, just cue the Jaws theme song right there, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hunter became the hunted.
I was really hoping that Buck would get that, but the second he pulled out the shotgun, I was like, oh no, he doesn't notice.
That is unfortunate, as usual. And Rain will be 6th, picking the Maverick for the Ash. That is exciting to see. I'm really excited to see how Rain plans on pulling this off. I'm happy to see Skies back as well. Already making a healthy return at 2-0 in the second round. Looks like we have ourselves a Penthouse and Hookah hold. How do you think Nautilus plans on holding this one, my friend?
Well, with a Castle Mute, maybe Castle or Mute on top of... Actually, no, put Legion on top of Cool Vibes so you can throw Legions down the stairs and at the doorway. I would put maybe a Castle in VIP. Just hit that window, hit that hallway, and then if you put a Jaeger on it, since they don't have a Thatcher, you really just have to watch for the Twitch drum, but if you put a Jaeger on it, it's going to stop the Ash, Breach Charge, or RPG, whatever you want to call it, because it goes through, and the Jaeger catches it to the side. And then, like we see here, have Visual go downstairs, maybe Mute, Sit, and Aqua.
Looks like Neurox took a couple of hits. I wonder from what, though. Must have been a gutsy spawn peek from the Vigil that we saw, and I'll bet you that's what it was. Looks like Vigil is already preparing himself for some commotion. Meanwhile, the team is just making their way to the building.
Oh yeah, this map has a lot of really nice runouts.
That it does. That it does. And we see Nautilus going to be holding down Theater. It looks... I mean, we can see that outline over there. I wonder what's going to happen with Neurox here. Maybe he might get some payback on 6 for that naughty little kill earlier. And it looks like he will be joined.
So, what that Ash just did, do you open that? Or do you drone into Aqua itself and leave that so you know when they're coming behind you and you just focus more on pushing through to that castle that's right there, or into the site if the castle wasn't there?
Well, if you're asking me, oh goodness, a little tight situation for Repeak, and Rain is going to take him down with a quick little push. And the immediate refrag by Aqua, a great position he just put himself in, taking down that Ash. That was a really quick push that they had going on there, and it was just denied. Meanwhile, another gunfight between the same Neurox and 6 are going to go at it yet again. Think there's any bad blood between those two?
I really don't know. But if there is, they're really sorting it out together.
What a frag on Prophet right there that Neurox just had. Taken out that Vigil. He had the flank for sure. And it looks like this just might be an aquarium push, but Aqua is gonna put down Rain immediately. What a shot on his part. A quick little gunfight, and she will fall down, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Six is gonna take down damage. He has the flank. Or did he? Nurox with an immediate refrag. There's the payback. Loading, gonna toss a viable C4 there to stop the plant. That is ironically going down, and Skies will take down Aqua. The plant is still going down, making it a 2v1 situation. Loading has to get this. Hey, I mean, he has to get this defuse if they plan on in a viable situation right now, making it a 2-to-1 scenario. But really, he just created a lot of noise. Let's see how these two plan on holding it, and Skies will get the final takedown on Loading to close round 3. What a recovery, really, by both teams. But F6 just stuck it out to the end and shut down Nautilus.
Oh yeah, that was a really good round, but towards the end, F6 just the Buck was able to refrag. The IQ was even able to pick up, I believe, 2 kills covering the Buck while defusing. Maybe just the Legion, but they did a pretty good job on their part.
Yep, the flank watch was really good right there. We saw Nurox take down 2. He cut down 2 viable players in that push. Both of them, ironically, on the flank. Unfortunate to see. And it looks like Rain is going to sub off of that Maverick yet again for that Thatcher. Alrighty, Thatcher, a very viable op. As, I mean, you and I both know, he makes a hard breacher's job so much easier. And I feel like without him, really, you're just left with the Twitch and Maverick, but don't get me wrong, Maverick as well is a very viable op.
Oh yeah, but I found out the other day in a scrim, never done this before, but I used the Maverick hole against them. I threw Impex at it after they destroyed the Bandit, and it got, you know, it covered the whole wall with all the Habanas and the Thermite, because they tried to stop the Bandit trick and do it on both sides, so...
Well, my friend, sorry to cut you off, but my game just...
Honestly, it used to crash a lot. Not last season, but the season before. I don't remember which one that was. I think it was Burnt Horizon, or was that last season? I don't know. I'm so confused.
That is really unfortunate. I hope we don't miss a whole lot. I really hope they rehost again.
Yeah.
Golly. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm very sorry, everyone. Please cue the technical difficulties in the chat.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got rips coming in the chat here. Rip.
Yep. This is embarrassing.
Oh, it happens.
I didn't do it. That it does.
I'm just waiting for...
back in time.
I'm just waiting for Monkey in the chat saying, "God damn it, Jupiter."
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. It's always
Well,
Jupiter.
here comes the reconnect. I hope we didn't miss anything extravagant. Oh, it sounds like... Oh, nope, here we are.
Maybe?
Scoreboard, please, so I can see what just went down. It is apparently round 4. Uh-oh. We might have missed something good here. Oh,
Did not win their first round. Somebody cue that drum roll, please.
Yep. Somebody, can I get a drum roll, please? Show me potato salad. Still loading in. It'd be great if they all quit, but I don't believe they did. Let's see what we have going on here.
No, because I think when you leave as a spectator, yeah.
Da-da-da-da! Hey, alrighty. You didn't miss anything. We're back, and 50 seconds into the round. 3 people are dead. Yeah. This is awkward. Just gonna catch you up. We have Skies in Billiard's room on the flank watch. Looks like he's gonna be looking for that camera, and I heard some Maestro shooting. He is going to be watching that angle onto Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, Bandit is gonna take down and then immediately get refragged by Damage. Man, Damage has just been on point with those refrags lately, don't you think?
Oh yeah, he's really gotten good at that.
Plant will be going down
Especially-
in Aqua.
Never mind.
Well, a Prophet with a nice little 2K, now making it a 1v1. This is a winnable situation for Nautilus. All he has to do is get the defuse down. It is just a Thatcher stopping him. 5 bullets left. Now he's got to reload that LMG. That is just buying the Thatcher time to readjust himself. Let's see what Thatch Rain has in mind. And really, this is just a free defuse at this point.
Is that
And I
door
think he's
reinforced?
going for the kill here.
Whoa.
Oh, no, the door wasn't
Was not.
reinforced.
Okay.
That's interesting. As you see here, ladies and gentlemen, that was barricaded on our screen. I guess Maestro is just a magician, and he phased through it. Here are your standings. Once again, I am very sorry for that crash. I was as unprepared as you were. F6 is now up 4-0 against Nautilus.
Magic meatball over here going through barricades.
Yeah, oh golly. He had enough time to get that defuse down, and if not, he could have baited it. What do you think was going on in his head?
Well, I didn't think he knew that the door was barricaded. I guess Thatcher jumped out through the window, maybe? I mean, which would make sense. You could run up to the window and get an angle where the diffuser was. But, I don't know, maybe sit behind the reinforced wall is what maybe he could have done. But I guess he was thinking that Thatcher was maybe in the guitar hallway where he pushed it first.
Right. Well, now this time on Kitchen, Nautilus will not bring that Mira. Mira, granted, is a very viable operator, but they'll be bringing the smoke instead, and a dog. I'm really excited to see how they will play this one. F6 so far has been fairly dominant on attacks, but then again, the rounds have been close.
Oh yeah, they really have.
As
So
we
I
saw
think
earlier.
once we see a map change, not a map change, a side change, I really think what I said earlier is going to come into effect where it's more of like a 5-1 or a 6-0 and maybe have a little comeback, because that would be really great. Especially with the rounds being so close.
Yep, that would be very exciting, like you said. And it might just happen. So let's see what both teams really have planned here. Obviously, that smoke with that fancy new little sight is gonna exchange some shots with Skies, and down goes Aqua. What an interesting and unfortunate turn of events there at the start of the round. Smoke, a very viable operator, is now off the board. Rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Maybe have a dock with the ACOG peek it next time. You know, so you don't lose all that utility.
Then again, that was a fairly good shot through a wall. Or through that barricade, my apologies. Meanwhile, Maestro's going to have some company there within Ash, who is Rain. And he's going to make the quick little ping, but I don't believe he knows where Maestro exactly is. But Repeak will end up transitioning. Meanwhile, Buck is making a bunch of noise up top. And Six is going to end up taking down Rain. Looks like we got a little fight going on. Six is going to take down another one, and then Prophet will be taken down by Nurox. Sky's getting another frag onto loading. Oh boy, things are really turning into F6 favor yet again with these fragarinos.
Maestro on the flank, though.
Swapping mags.
Anything is possible nowadays, and granted, there is only 2 of them. I'm really excited to see how they plan on playing this. And speak of the devil, the roaming Maestro will take down Nurox from above, and Doc, Nautilus is going to find himself, Six is going to find himself in a little situation, but Skies is going to get a nice little peek onto the IQ. Down he goes. Damage the only one left, taking down the Maestro. It is now a 1v1 situation. Doc, 1 stim remaining. Damage, going for the plant. Doc in this situation is the favored, but Damage is going to land a couple good hits on him, but not enough to take him down. And Doc is just barely whittling away his health. 1 more hit, and the round would have been gone to Nautilus, but F6 damage is going to get the plant down successfully, and Doc is going to go for that little bit of sim. Meanwhile, damage barely has enough health to really pull this one off. All Doc has to do is hit him. Then again, it takes one bullet to kill. He doesn't know where he is in damage. He's going to take down 6 and close the round. What a play on his part to really bring that back into their favor, taking it down from a 2v1 to a 1v none.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good round on damage. He realized he didn't have to peek out so much, more so just hold the angle, especially being at maybe 5 HP tops. That was really smart on his move. He's just been doing that this whole game so far.
I think damage really pulled out his inner John Wick there, as we saw.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
F6 going to be bringing in the Lion here. They might be 6-picking him, or might not. Aqua's going to take off of Mira, though, for the Legion. Can't really blame them. Legion is a viable operator, but Prophet's stuck on that alibi. I'm curious to see how he plans on playing her. As
The only
we've seen
problem...
Jupiter...
Sorry?
Go ahead, my friend, go ahead.
The only problem I see with Alibi is, you know, I believe she has a Pro League set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she has a Pro League set.
That she does.
Alright, so what would be a cool feature is if her Alibi got that uniform, not just the Pro League set, but any uniform you're equipped with Alibi. That'd be cool if her gadgets had that same uniform.
Yeah, that would make things a lot more favorable for her, but then again, I have faith in Prophet. So far, he has been doing fairly well for the most part of the game. Granted, I mean, we've had a couple unfortunate events with Spire, so we don't really know everything that's been going down. However, I am confident that Nautilus will bring this one around. I do agree with you, though. I really think that if they made the skins match with the hologram, that would be a pretty cool feature, and that would really make Alibi, her pick rate might go up a little bit, but then again, I mean, those Prismas, they can still be annoying if you miss a shot and accidentally hit one.
Exactly.
Reverse Lion.
And also, another thing, with the Legion, you see that this man has the Legion Elite, but I don't get why the Legion Elite, like, focuses more towards, you know, monsters, but you can't even see them. Like, so you can't tell that anything's different. I mean, you have a Call of Duty outfit, Advanced Warfare outfit on, and then, like, you know, you spend $15 for a Advanced Warfare outfit, and then, you know, an invisible goo man that you can't even see all the details that they put into it. So I think, you know, they need to work a little bit more on operators, abilities, especially when they get Elite sets, Pro League sets.
Right, that is a little ironic, and as we saw, damage is going to get a quick little frag on that Legion, funny enough, and they will make their way into bathroom, but Loading is not having any of it, and he is going to take down Rain. However, Rem is going to take down Repeat with a Claymore, and Damage getting another frag on 6. We might as well give Damage a spotlight on this one, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Especially with it being a 5v2 and Thermite hasn't even hit the wall yet. Especially how they've gotten the bathroom uncontested. And you're going to see Buck there with a nice nade kill on that Jaeger.
And F6, as we saw, closes out the round. Here's the final kill cam. Damage with a nice 3K, I believe, to close out round 6. And now let's see how Nautilus will handle these attack rounds.
So I'm really hoping that Nautilus is gonna push back and start gaining rounds and getting that momentum. Because, you know, like, it's the redemption bracket, so it's go big or go home. So you really want to win. You want to give it your all. So, you know, maybe F6 will slip around, and then they're going to take advantage of that, and then they're going to get the momentum off of that, and then they can just keep pushing forward.
Right, that would be nice to see a little momentum change. Down 0-2-6. Nautilus really has to buckle up here for the long run if they plan on making this comeback happen. Might have to channel their inner Muhammad Ali if you're asking me, because this is looking very difficult, and Rain is gonna.
Like I said, a slip. This could be the opportunity they're looking for.
Throwing razor.
I would hope so. I'm just gonna assume that was an accident. Yep, Damage just informed me that they were checking if friendly fire was on. Fun fact, folks, friendly fire is turned on. That is unfortunate to see.
Well, I sure hope it's on.
As would I. Now
Why
we
did
see
you
Nautilus
shoot her in
friendly.
the foot?
Like you said, my friend, go big or go home. As we see here, Nautilus will be bringing 2 hard breaches, Hibana and Thermite. I'm excited and yet curious to see what they plan on doing here with the both of them.
You know, with
They
the
will
nasty
be
angle,
doing-
before the season started, I haven't tried it since, but that drone hole at Bathroom is big enough where you can shoot your Hibana pellets in there, and you can get the bottom set of 3 on that wall. Going back.
No kidding. Fun facts, everybody. It looks like this just might be a service push, and we saw that Rain was above, and he's gonna end up getting nicked a little bit by that buck. Quite the shooting there, and Repeat is gonna take down Skies. Nice little frag there, and really even. Well, not really even things up, but make things more so in their favor. Now down to a 3v5. Looking for that lobby control, which they don't really have because Nurok sitting in Sunrise as we see, and Rain in Aquarium, meaning there's only the Maestro in objective. However, a possible heavy flank might be inbound, and Rain's going to take down Repeak, really bringing things down, and Bandit's going to get into a quick little gunfight and then take down Thatcher. That is unfortunate. Making things now a 3v3. The tides are slowly turning for F6. Let's see how Nautilus plans on really bringing this back. Thermite holding the angle, but he's going to miss the visual by a second. Looks like he knows that he is in there. They both are holding. Oh, no, they are not. Rain ended up transitioning. And looks like he's going to get into a quick little gunfight. Really, all they have to do is just push that Maestro and get the plant down, and they are good to go. Uh-oh. Six is going to find the Vigil and attempt to get him down, but Nurox is going to take down Prophet. Rest in peace, my friend. You tried, and Nurox is going to get another one. Nurox with a 3K this round so far, taking down Loading, making it a 3v1. How will 6 respond here? 6 has been doing fairly well, and all he needs to do is take them down, but he's going to get wallbanged a little bit with 25 seconds on the clock. He needs to get 3 or get the plant down and hold it. Things are really not looking in Nautilus's favor, and he is just going to go in the corner and think about what he has done, unfortunately. F6 has played very well this round, and 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, F6 has taken the game.
Yep, and sadly for Naut, that's it. I don't think we'll be seeing much of them until the next season of Collective begins, because yep, that was it actually, because it was go big or go home. So sadly, we'll have to wait till next season to see more of them.
Yep, unfortunately, we will not be seeing Nautilus again in this redemption game. They have been eliminated, as unfortunate as that is to say. Man, that must really hit hard, going down like that. Alrighty. Well, why not bring in Mr. Damage himself for this post-game interview? Party over here. Damage, my friend.
Hello. Alright,
Congratulations, congratulations. Go ahead.
Thank you. In advance, my dog is chewing a chew toy in the background. If that's, you might hear it.
Just
Nice.
a little bit, but that's fine.
Hey, it's not the end of the world, my friend. So, congratulations on this redemption victory, 7-0. How does that feel, Damage? How's that feel?
Uh, Ended up losing 7-3. We really win the bounce back, so it's what we came.
Well, I mean, talk
But
about a bounce back, my friend.
yeah, we came into this game with a really different mind state than last week, so uh, we were just kind of play together, besides in the last round. But, yeah.
I don't know about you, Jupiter, but I really didn't hear a whole lot from Damage there. Did you hear anything on his end?
No, not really.
Alrighty, well, Damage, how did you feel coming into this game?
Oh, he's
And
connecting.
he's connecting. that is
Uh-oh.
that is unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. We lost Damage, but I am persistent enough to. Oh, there he is. He's back. He's
Okay,
back, just like
that
that.
was weird. Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah, much
Yes, we
better.
can.
I
If you
was
don't
sitting
mind
here
repeating what
talking,
you
you were
said
just
earlier
like,
for the stream.
did you hear anything I said? Or,
Bits and pieces.
Well, we heard, yep, bits and pieces.
well, first thing I said was, we definitely had to win this game, obviously. We took a big loss last week to Immortal, so we really just kind of had to get our footing together, and get a win, so kind of up our spirits a little bit. So I think we definitely did that. Uh, Definitely, it started out rough because obviously Skies had the DC, uh, but we were able to just kind of power through it. That honestly kind of set our tone for the match, and just kind of continued playing together like we did that round. So worked through all the way through.
Right, right, right. I'm not gonna lie. In that 2v4 situation, how are you feeling? How were you and Ren
Uh,
feeling? Were you guys a little nervous? Were you confident that you could bring it back? What was going on?
nah,
What were the comms like?
we were definitely just we definitely had confidence that we could win it. I can trust Rim winning his gunfights, wherever he's pushing. So, uh, pretty much we both just pinched both sides of the site, and we had a rain on cams giving us the call out, so that definitely helped out, and we were able to just do what we had to do. Not really much, but wasn't really hectic or anything, so just kind of kept a level head and worked together on it.
Right, right. Now, how about that 2v1 situation that you fought off really confidently? I mean, if you're asking me, you were looking a lot like John Wick right there for a minute. How'd that make you feel pulling that one off, my friend?
Oh yeah, that was good. They definitely was it was tight. I thought they were gonna pinch me, so I was kind of like nervous about that. But when the maestro kind of ran in and I was able to take him out, I was pretty confident I could take down the doc, even though he got me to 4 health. I mean, there was only 2 ways he could push from, so yeah, that's really it. Once I killed the maestro, I was pretty confident in that.
Alrighty, well that's always good to hear. Jupiter, my friend, do you have anything for Damage while we have him before we give him that 30-second shout out?
So after last week, unfortunately you guys got knocked out. What did you guys do for practice? Did you do anything at the end of this game? And especially right now with the 7-0 victory we just had, what's that going to look like for this week's practice before your next game as well?
Well, last week was honestly it was like one of our first few games together after picking up like new people. So
Mhm.
that definitely just kind of showed us what we needed to work on and whatnot. So that's definitely just we just worked on kind of playing together as a team more, realizing who goes where and just executing whatever we had to do in certain areas. So I think we definitely kind of found our ground there. So moving forward, I think we'll be all right.
All right, well, that's it from me. So you have your 30 seconds.
Uh, Shout out to everybody who watched, obviously. The support's always great to see after watching the VOD and looking at the chat or people in the Discord and whatnot. Shout out to you two for casting. I'm sure you both did great. Can't wait to listen in on that. My team, obviously, for just being absolute nuts and just coming out and showing out every game that we play together. And shout out my Vice President Malik. And that's about it.
Well,
All
I'm
right, I gotta
sure Malik
ask.
appreciates the shout out. Oh, go ahead,
One more
Jupiter. I'm sorry for
question.
cutting you off.
What kind of dog you got? He is
It's
going to
a
town on that.
it's a red-nosed pit bull. Her name's Tori.
Oh, I used to have one.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Oh, now we're getting a little,
She's just loud.
Yeah.
now we're getting a little touchy, boys.
Yeah. But alright, everybody, thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, go to Instagram, Collective Esports, Twitch, Collective_Esports. Make sure you follow and subscribe to Twitch. Same with YouTube. Leave a sub. It would be greatly appreciated.
And let's not forget about the game tonight at 9 between Endex and Immortal. Word around town is that one's going to be a real thriller. I wouldn't want to miss that. I know I won't.
Exactly. It's going to be a really good matchup. I think it's really going to be round for round. It's what it's going to come down to, just trading rounds.
I'll be watching that too
Well,
if it means anything.
considering damage will be there.
Yep.
Well, since it is in 40 minutes and we are at the end of our time here, Damage, once again, congratulations on your victory, and I'm excited, and hopefully I'll be casting you next week.
Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated.
Alrighty, brother man, take care. Jupiter, my friend, it was a pleasure to have you. Once again, everyone, I was Raven.